right here on the corner of the pinstripe awning does belong to used car dealer Mike Maroney. He had 9 used car dealerships. They did merge with Auto Nation. Now this is actually one of 5 of his properties, but this is their winter home. They're usually here about 3 or 4 months out of the year. So they left about maybe a little over 6 weeks ago or so, but they were here for the holidays. Now when you guys look down at the corner here, look down the dock, it looks like it is multiple houses, but it is all of his property going all the way down that dock area. So no matter what you guys have heard, it is not such a bad life to be a used car dealer. It's a pretty nice setup, right? Not a bad gig there. Now this is a pretty busy street, so I have a few homes to point out to you guys back to back. You're going to see this white home coming up here across the way on the left, the 3 jet skis out front. That house was originally built for producer Michael Mann of the hit TV series Miami Vice, which I know you guys definitely know that TV show. They did film 17 episodes in that house, and it was always the bad guy's home. And now 2 doors down, you're going to see this 3-story beige property right here. This is the owners and founders of LA Fitness, Ladies of America Fitness. Very popular gym here in this area. They have them all over South Florida. I know they're out of state as well, but definitely one of the biggest gym brands here in our South Florida area for sure. Definitely the number one.
The solar panels. Oh my God.
Now you guys will notice this last home on the corner, same side of the street off to the left, that large white house here. Hard to miss that guy. There are a lot of fun facts about this property. It does belong to a Wall Street banker. He bought it for himself as a $27 million birthday present. So happy birthday, right? He bought the property behind this house for $8.3 million, knocked it down, and he is currently building a sculpture garden, which you guys will see when we get past the corner. Already put in a few sculptures in there. He's also been remodeling, redoing it for a little over 2 years and still has yet to move in. So we have only seen the landscapers and the maintenance guys. We have yet to see anybody actually living in there. And it is also considered to be the most expensive house bought here on the waterway. As of yet, though, I like to say, because there are more expensive homes to be snatched up here, but as of right now, that is the most expensive one. Now, I know I told you guys we are going west up the New River today, so we are going to continue going straight, and you guys are going to see these channel markers, and they are here for a reason. However, if we decided to veer off to the left-hand side, in about 3 hours, we would be in Miami Bayside Marketplace, and about 6 hours after that, we would be in Margaritaville, Key West, and about 10 hours after that, we'd be in Cuba, and about 5 minutes after that, we would all be in jail. So, we'll continue heading straight. You guys see all these boats are here right now. This is actually a sandbar area that is definitely a popular hotspot, as you guys can see. You are able to stand here, so everyone likes to pull up on their boat, hop out, get in the water, cool off a little bit. A little Gilligan's Island, a little nickname, hi guys. Usually, if the tide is a little higher, it's about chest high. If it's a little lower, it's about waist high. But on the weekends, you'll see sometimes between 30 to 40, sometimes 50 boats pulling up here. It gets pretty packed. Now this home we're passing on the right, you guys notice also has pinstripe awning there. Now that was originally built for Gloria Vanderbilt. She was a socialite and heiress. She also had a line of designer blue jeans in the 70s. And I'm sure some of you guys have definitely heard of her son. He is CNN news anchor Anderson Cooper. He did actually grow up in that house throughout middle school. Fun little side fact right there. Now this one coming up here on the right, this corner house, you're going to see with the rock seawall, has the brick roof right there. Now that was originally built for Rene Lacoste. He was a famous French tennis player and entrepreneur. You guys are going to see and notice that little crocodile sculpture on top of the seawall there. The emblem and logo to his infamous clothing line, Lacoste Clothing. But it's new homeowners now, of course, but they didn't want to take that down. They left that on up there as a little tribute item, a little memorabilia. But that house has been here since the 20s. It is almost 100 years old. Very cool property. A lot of history behind that one. Now, The further we go, you guys see a lot of for sale signs, by the way. That's not usually the case the last year and a half, or maybe about 14, 16 months or so. It's been going up a lot of properties for sale. You're gonna notice right here, this open vacant lot, and right here after the right with for sale sign also out front. Now there used to be a house here many years ago. There have been several homes actually, but the most notable was Lee Majors, the $6 million man. When he was married to Farrah Fawcett, they did have a house there together. Unfortunately, when they got divorced, he did become the $3 million man. So he cut that one in half, right, naturally. And he put the house on the market. About 3 or 4 years later, it still had not sold. And he asked the realtor why. And the realtor responded that nobody wanted a house with major faucet problems. Yeah, so some of you guys got that one. Now across the water, you're going to notice this beige home here, little boat out in front with the red top. That belongs to a well-known pharmacy here in Lauderdale, South Florida, excuse me. And that is Walgreens. You can catch them on pretty much almost every other few miles. And that is their winter home. So they're also not usually full-time residents, but usually here about 5 months out of the year, maybe 6 months out of the year. That is their winter estate. Their neighbor right across the way out to the right, Long Rock Seawall. That is John Herman. That is the CEO of Kohl's department store. So if you guys were wondering where Kohl's cash has gone, now you guys have a good idea. You might know where it's being invested. And this yellow property right here across the way as well, green trim windows, went up for auction last year, November 1st. The bidding started at $19.5 million. It was going to be sold to the highest bidder. It is an estimated $39 million home. It is 17,000 square feet. There is a 5-hole putting course, massage room, library, elevator. It was featured on the news during this time. However, I do not know who won the auction, so looking into that. Right next door to this white property, for sale sign also out front. It's going to be Carrie B coming by us. Your twin there. Now that white home I was mentioning to you guys, that is a $32 million property belonging to Bonnie Huizinga. Now she is the sister of Wayne Huizinga, who I will be talking to you guys about here for a minute. He was a huge icon here in South Florida and Fort Lauderdale. He owned just a little bit of everything. So we used to call it Wayne's World, literally, because he really did own just a little bit of everything. Unfortunately, he did pass away a little over 7 months ago. But I will be pointing out to you guys where his beautiful estate is here on the water, as well as some more of his family members. And I'll give you guys his interesting backstory on how he made his fortune. Now, he was the founder of 3 Fortune 500 companies, and that is Blockbuster, Auto Nation, and Waste Management. And Waste Management, he came down here in 1968 with 1 garbage truck. His sister Bonnie, whose home I pointed out to you guys back there, lends him $5,000. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry today. So there is a lot of money to be made in trash. He made billions collecting our garbage. Yes, he did.